Hi! This is the 311 Project. I'm Kirsty.
I'm Gwendolyn. And I'm Tolu.
And today we'll be talking about how to get closer to God.
Okay. So to start us off, I found a verse from the Bible that I personally really like, and it's Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. And it says, "So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them. For the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you." So I think that's just a reminder that God is constantly there with us. He never leaves us nor forsakes us. He's always there with open arms. So it's just the fact that if we want to actually get closer to Him, we actually have to make the conscious effort to do so.
And a verse that is also related to what Tolu said is from James 4 verse 8. It says, "Come near to God and He will come near to you." I think that verse really basically summarizes who God is, because He's a type of God that He's always there. So if you want a relationship with Him, you have to put the effort in, because He's put the effort in to always be there for you by dying for you and by forgiving you your sins. Basically you have to put the effort in. And one of the things that I personally find difficult is once I put the effort in, I also have to, because the relationship is two-way, I have to make God listen, and I have to listen to God, which is reading the Bible. And I think that comes with making a decision yourself that you have to read the Bible every day. And once you do that, it becomes kind of a habit that rubs on you and eventually rubs on other people as well. So that's the two main things. You have to speak to Him every day, and you also have to read the Bible. That's a way of listening to what God has for you, basically.
Yeah, I feel like if you read the Bible, then you get to know His words, and you can't communicate with God if you don't know His words. So that's why reading the Bible is really important. And you should take time every day, just 15 minutes or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just to talk to Him, preferably out loud. Because even though He still hears you, whether you pray inside or out, it's just, it makes it better, personally.
And another thing I think is no man is an island. So I think also the people you surround yourself with is something that's really important, because they always say show me your friends and I'll tell you how your future is or who you are. So I think the friendships you make can really affect your relationship with God. So it's not saying that you shouldn't be friends with people who aren't Christian, but I think that for me, when I have an issue, the first people I think of are my close friends, and I like that when I call them, they say let's pray. And that's something that I think is really important, because it shows that the people you're surrounding yourself with have the same values and understand that something we can't deal with everything. There's a higher power that can actually do stuff that would help us. So I think that's important as well.
You can talk to God anywhere as well. So for me, I speak to God in the bathroom, because that's where I'm alone and I'm basically myself. I'm naked. I'm not trying to impress anyone. When I'm in church, maybe I'm dressy, that type of thing. But when I'm in the bathroom, I feel I can cry, I can do whatever I want, because already I've gone as far as being naked in the bathroom. So that's basically what I think, it's being raw with God. And that's one thing I think most people need to know, because you have to be raw with God, you have to be real, authentic. And that's what people tend to miss. They think you have to raise up your hands, you have to do this when you're praying. That's not it. You can do whatever you want. For example, I stand like this, when I'm praying. It doesn't mean I don't respect God or anything. It just means that that's how I want to stand, And that's one thing, many Africans tend to follow this strategic kind of setting that you have to do this, you have to scarf your head and all these type of things that they create to show respect for God. But you can show respect for God in different ways, through serving, in church, through just dedicating your life. I don't know, you can do it in different ways. It doesn't have to be necessarily how you dress or how you tie your hair, because I respect God by serving in church, and for me that's more than enough for God, because I know how hard it is for me to wake up early to serve in church. And I think that for me to do that, it shows that I really, really respect God, and that's my own way. So I think that's really important.
And following on her point about being able to release yourself completely and being vulnerable, I think also the fact that when you find a place that you can actually do that, so for example going to church, you like it's always easy to see church as kind of like an institution and this building with a cross on it. But I think for me, like last year, Gwen invited me to Hillsong, and I found that it's such a place that like you can just feel so relaxed and so comfortable, and that's where I find that I can really release myself completely. Like no one's staring at you. Like it's just a nice place where you can be completely honest with God. So I think taking the time out to actually find a place like that and find somewhere where you feel completely comfortable with God is very important, because that's when you can be the most honest with Him and grow so close with Him.
Yeah.
So if you like the video, like, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, there's an email in the link below. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you for watching. Additionally, yeah, I mean, you can talk to God anyway. Like, for example, I talk to him in my bathroom. Wait, again. Okay. So, I mean, you can talk to God anywhere. You can talk to him in your bathroom, because I personally speak to him.
No, we have to start again. What?
Okay. You do a clap. Again. Oh my God. And I guess that's the end of the video. So